My dad was a pastry chef. I always used to be in the kitchen with him. Cooking was my passion. Then I went to Masterchef. One of my students that I used to live with, they threw me in Masterchef.
Justin Niessen, a visionary chef, entrepreneur, bringing Caribbean flavors to the world.
We got so many influences around the world, and there are so many countries on the Caribbean Sea.
Born and raised in Curaçao, Justin moved to the Netherlands at 18 to study hospitality.
Later on, I was like, I want to change my career. I want to do something different. And then at the cooking part was starting.
Building on that success, he founded Mondi Caribbean Cuisine Restaurants. Now with locations in Amsterdam, Bad Hoeverdorp, Rotterdam, and most recently,
Curaçao, yes, bro. When I started with this concept, why not the Caribbean kitchen? What is the problem with the Caribbean kitchen?
People, welcome to the SunSide Kingdom show. Once again, welcome.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Very nice introduction.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Very nice one. Good one. You know a lot about me already, and I don't even know you.
Let's dive into who is Justin today and what keeps him busy today.
I'm a dad.
Yeah.
That's
First
number one.
Number one.
Yeah,
How many kids?
I have 2 kids, and I'm very grateful for them. But they live in the Netherlands. I live here, and I fly between Netherlands. Yeah, back and forward. And I'm still a chef, more entrepreneur, but I still cook. You just saw. I try to teach the young ones to be like, to know the products, you know? It's very important to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm working on Curaçao right now.
Yeah, man.
That's what we're doing.
We're
building
something
new, yeah.
And it is beautiful out here, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, this is a dream that makes it come true. Because you know, we are from the islands, and when you are 16, your mother start telling you, hey, in 2 years, you need to go start preparing your things, because when you finish school, you need to go to Holland to do your own thing.
Yeah.
And so in 2009, I went to Holland, and not with the intention to stay 16 years there.
Yeah, most of us don't.
But in the end, you're still there.
I'm still there.
Yeah. And this was in 2020. Was my first restaurant here in Curaçao at the Madeiro Beach Club.
Yeah.
And that was my first step back for real on the island. And right now we make it big. We did it
next level.
Yeah.
And I see they're busy setting up an event out here. It seems like there's lots of stuff. So tell me more about all that happens at this location, because it's not just a restaurant.
No, right now, no, we're not just a restaurant. Yeah, we really wanted to do a nice beach over here, but we couldn't because the sea is very rough over here, and then you need to put breakers, and you don't want to break your island, you know. So we couldn't do that. So we just make like a new beach club, and it's something very new for Curaçao, because we have a lot of beaches, but. And the concept of having a swimming pool with sand and chilling, and like in Bali or other places in the world that have nice. I think St. Martin also have a few beach clubs.
Yeah. We have a lot of them more on the French side. We have 1 or 2 on the Dutch side. Yeah.
On the Dutch side, because you guys have more beach on the Dutch side, right? Yeah. You have more beach, but that's why we needed to do a swimming pool, and I think it was like a great concept to introduce to Curaçao, and we did it.
But you guys also host events here, and
we host
what type
events.
of events
are they? First of all, we are a beach club, but you can do a very good lunch. You can do your dinner here, and a lot of places. Right now, a lot of corporate places are asking us on, hey, can we do an event here? Because, you know, there's a very windy windy place. It's not
Yeah.
too hot.
True.
It's an easy location to come. We have a lot of parking.
Yeah, because we're right here in Otrobanda.
Yeah,
right?
we're right. We are a city beach, so that's the first also beach like in the middle of the city. And Otrobanda is the new upcoming place in Punda Pietermijn. They're building a lot. They
Yeah.
already built a lot, but on this side of the island, there's nothing happening right now. But it's right now the
Yeah.
upcoming place. So we started with this project, I think, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so we do beach club, restaurant, and a lot and events, corporate events, and we have our own events, like our Caribbean night, 25 plus. It's an old school R&B concept from us. It was just last Saturday.
Yeah. I saw.
We have it in Amsterdam once a month, and it's packed. Like
Wait. That's at the one in
Yeah, in Sky Bar.
I've been there.
Yeah, that
I got a bit too tipsy over there.
bro, if you know what it is like. If I go out, I go to 25 plus. It's like for me, it's one of the best parties because I don't want to go to like a club anymore. But if I go there and we can sing along and all the old school music and like 25 plus people,
It's a grown vibe.
It's a grown vibe. So
And you could listen to the music you want to listen to, not
the new school's also good, but
some of it.
this is our time when we grew up. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like the same way your mom say like,
Yeah.
oh, do you know this song? You were very small when she was cleaning the house. You know,
Yeah,
or my
yeah.
mom, every time she cleaned the house, she put like the music on. So I
Uh-huh.
know all the music from the 80s, the 70s.
Yeah.
And if you put them on, I will sing because I know them all. So, there's who have 25 plus, Caribbean night. And we are introducing right now our brunches. Like the
Okay.
Latin brunch is coming. So we do our own events.
Yeah.
5 of April.
Yeah.
We have Dope. You know Shermanology?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
one of the famous Caribbean DJs. He's from Curaçao, but
Yeah.
he stands for the Caribbean also. So
True.
we are Caribbeans. 5 April we have. So we try to do a lot of different things, but
Yeah.
to stay close to our.
Close to your roots.
Yes, close to your roots.
Yeah.
And for me as entrepreneur, it's very important that we can do everything together
Yeah.
with people from the community. You know, for me, is that very important. Like in the Netherlands, I always did. Like
Yeah.
all my the most of my kitchen team and just were or front of house were from Curaçao and Mondi also.
Yeah.
So you need to empower each other. That's always my motto, to try to do more with
Yeah.
people from the Caribbean.
And even in the brief little, because I came over last night to just check
Yeah,
the
yeah,
place out, do a reconnaissance.
Yeah.
and I could see it already, like with the staff and very friendly, greeting, checking on you, and you could see it immediately, like that Caribbean vibe and the culture is definitely present.
If you are the best Caribbean kitchen in town, you need to have it, right?
For sure. So you mentioned your mom now multiple times. So let's go all the way back to a little Justin. So growing up in Curaçao, what was that like?
I think growing up in Curaçao or growing up on an island, it's very different than growing up in the Netherlands or growing up in Europe, or like places like it's cold, you know. And I think I had the best childhood. Like, you know, I see my kids growing up. I try to give them the best childhood.
Yeah.
But it's very different when
Is
they
it?
are here, because
Yeah.
I try to come with. So they come like 3-4 times a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because
That's a
my mom
blessing.
lives here, you know, and it's her grandma, and my
Yeah.
sister lives here, so I'm the only one in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So I try to come often so they can also integrate themselves with Curaçao. Like, this is
Yeah.
also my home.
Yeah.
So every time we go on vacation, I ask them, hey, where do you want to go? Should we do this time somewhere else? No, I want to go to Curaçao. Okay, fuck it. Okay, we go to Curaçao. So they come in 2 weeks. They come out also.
Nice,
They're going to
nice.
come.
Yeah.
So they're already preparing everything, and they are waiting to
How old are they?
7 and 6.
Oh, perfect ages.
Yeah. So they are every day, Abe, that when are we coming? We start counting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they are excited to come back to Curaçao.
Yeah.
And the way, like, I see him walking without shoes, like in his hoe zeg je dat?
yeah.
Ondergoed.
Yeah.
Um,
Real island style.
Yeah.
Just the freedom.
yeah, that's freedom.
Yeah.
Catching lagadishi, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so the lagadishi is
the small
lizards?
iguanas.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
every day ask me, let's go to fish. I want to go to the boat. And
Yeah. You obviously went to school here, so what was the school time like? Because how did growing up here sort of influence the chef in you to want to emerge?
yeah, I always cooked at home.
Okay.
Like on Saturday, it's like my mom is working and we cooked at home. I was always the guy that goes in the kitchen and fix it,
Yeah.
And my dad was a pastry chef. And we
okay.
have a few pastry places here. And
Yeah.
I always used to be in the kitchen with him, working or doing my thing.
Yeah.
And first started at front of house because I never did like a chef school or something. I just like autodidact, they say in Dutch.
Out to the
Autodidact, like it's like a passion.
yeah.
This cooking was my passion. I did only the hotel school in the
Okay.
Netherlands, and then
Yeah.
I did economics. I studied for economics, and later on, I was like, I don't want to be in front of house anymore. I want to change my career. I want to do
Yeah.
something different. And then the cooking part was getting more and more and more. So then I went to Masterchef. One of my students that I used to live with,
Yeah.
they threw me in Masterchef, and I was like, well, what are you doing? And then I went to the first round, second round, because you have a few rounds before you can start with a program. Like
Okay. Yeah.
before, yeah, they're like 250 people.
Yeah.
Then
So they really want to get the best of the best to
yeah,
go
to
on
cook.
the show.
Yeah, to go on the show, and so I was one of them
Yeah.
from the 16. So from the 250 to the 16, and then it started. And when I went out of the show, I was like, I think I love cooking.
Yeah.
And I used to work my whole life in restaurants because that's the only thing
as
that
a student,
as
yeah.
a student. But I have only passion. I have passion for hoe zeg je, horeca.
Yeah. So the hospitality.
Yeah, I have passion for the hospitality. I like
Yeah.
good food. I like good wine. I like to serve people so they have a good time. So yeah, and I'm born in
Yeah.
in this world,
Yeah.
So then I start cooking. I ask my chef like, hey, I don't want to be in front of house anymore. Don't you need someone to help you in the kitchen? So from that day on, it started growing and growing and growing. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So it was a crazy road, and a very strange road because I never expected that I'm gonna be a chef.
Yeah.
Because I took this job very seriously. So I started cooking. What I told you already, very young. I was doing in Curaçao also caterings, and beside my job, I was doing cooking in where I used to live in the
Yeah.
Netherlands, cooking for the people there and selling food and put some barbecues. Like, hey, there's a Caribbean barbecue on Saturday. Do you guys come? 25 euros, something like that.
Yeah. So,
So-
technically, you was doing it all the while, but you didn't think you were doing it.
Something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then when I finished with Masterchef, I was like, why should I do something that
Yeah.
I don't like to try to run away from my passion, because
Exactly.
you're trying to run away from something because
So why do you think that you didn't choose for your passion any earlier?
I think there's a few reasons because being a chef in that time, it's nothing super great or something, you know what I'm saying?
So
In our culture.
yeah,
In our culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I was finished with the hospitality school, I was like, okay, I want to do something that I don't have to work anymore in the hospitality. So what can I do as best? And counting, I'm very good in
In numbers.
In numbers.
Yeah. That
So
you study economics and
yeah.
and
So
the
that was the easiest thing for
yeah.
me. You know.
So you went into accountancy?
Yeah, I did accountancy. Yeah.
Ah.
So, but that was the easiest thing. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to have. I went first. I did facility management.
Mm-hmm.
I was 1 week there. I was like, hell no, hell no, no. what the So then I was like, okay, my girlfriend, my baby mom,
Mm-hmm.
baby mom, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, hey, don't you think this is something for you? I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna try it, and if it goes, it goes. And I finished my
Yeah.
study in 4 years, in one row, boom.
Yeah.
And and between that, just opened already. So I was studying and having. And so, yeah, this was a crazy roller coaster. Like,
So you did the hospitality,
I did
like
hospitality school.
MBO, and then you
Yes,
did
and
like
then-
economics HBO.
yeah. So
Yeah.
later on, I had Just.
Mm-hmm.
I started 5 May. I just took my contract for Just. It was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
On 10 May 2017, my girlfriend told me,
I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant, happy birthday. And it was her birthday. So I was like, happy birthday, my love. And she was like, congratulations, my love. I was like, yay. No, I was very happy.
Yeah, yeah.
But the timing was perfect.
Yeah.
Of course was the timing
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I need to do school. I need to finish my school. I need to do one more year, so scripts and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I need to. Becoming a dad next year, and Just is opening.
Yeah.
What the So I went to my mentor, and and I was
So
explaining.
you mentor
her-
at school?
At school, yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
she Jacqueline van Leeuwen. She was a very, very beautiful soul or lady,
Yeah,
a person, because she was understanding me, and she saw my growth from like coming from the hospitality school in the first year, and then Masterchef, and
Oh,
and
you did
on-
Masterchef while you were
before.
doing HBO.
the Masterchef was 2016. Yeah, it was my first year. Yes. it
Yeah,
was my
so you
first-
were in
yeah,
HBO.
Yeah. Nice. Blue Curaçao. Yeah, of course, amigo. You're in Curaçao. So, so she saw my grow, and then Just opened, and I was like, okay, listen to me. I have a few things that I need to discuss with you.
Yeah.
Just is open. I need to do my scriptsy, and I'm gonna be that.
Yeah, yeah.
She was like, how are they gonna do this? I was like, if you help me, just talk with school,
Yeah.
so they can help me. If I can do my scriptsy like during my work period, because I'm working, I'm doing the number. You know what I
Exactly,
mean? You can
exactly.
help me. We can arrange something.
Yeah.
So I couldn't. Dus ik kon dat doen, snap je?
Yeah. Yeah.
En dat heb ik dus ook gedaan. Dus ik heb eigenlijk, I finished my school in 2018.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, in 2018, I finished my school, and once I was like, okay, listen, I don't want to pay that debt
Yeah, yeah.
because, a lot of students of us, they have the high loan and shit. So I told them I don't want to do that. So please, how we gonna fix this? And the first time, I just needed to make an exam from hours. Like it's like 5-6 hours exam.
Yeah.
It's in the accountant on. You need to do it. So the first time I failed, then you need to pay to do it again.
Oh,
And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, Justin, this time I took 3 days off
Uh-huh.
to do that, and then I finished school, and then I was like, okay, next.
So it seems like there's a bit of a trend of doing a lot of big things simultaneously.
Of course. And everything up front. That's the most.
How you mean everything you know up front?
It looks like you know everything up front.
Oh,
like, oh, you're
yeah,
done.
yeah,
Of
yeah, yeah.
course. Oh, you need to stay to finish school. Yes. You're opening a new restaurant. Yes, of course. Also in doing that. Oh, you're the new best kitchen in town. Whoa, thank you.
Yeah.
But then, the restaurant was so busy. Just was so busy. I was working 7 days. Like 7 days. Every day.
Yeah.
And so I woke up in the morning. I really want to give the mother of my kids props because she did everything, because I
Yeah.
wasn't at home. Because we have 2 babies.
Yeah.
One needs to bring food on the table, and the
Yeah.
other one needs food.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So it was a very, very, very. It was a heavy time, for
Yeah.
us. And
Yeah.
it put a lot of pressure on our relationship. Yeah. Because you try to understand each other, and
Yeah.
normally if you are a dad, if you just became a dad, you go in the process with your baby mom. Like you need to be more patient. You need to understand her. Women get all those hormones, and
Hormones,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying. And I was totally not in touch with her feelings, because I had another priority. I was not looking at after the kid.
Well, they say the business is also a baby.
That's why we had two
technically,
babies. Yeah,
you
she
had three
needed
babies. You,
Yes.
you had two,
Baby mom?
two real babies, and then you had the business baby.
Yeah, man. So was a very heavy time,
Yeah.
But we did it,
Yeah.
and that's something when I look after everything, because a year later, like was my first vacation since 2017 when we opened. My first vacation was in 2000. What's this? No, it was not a vacation.
It was a workation.
It was a workation. They
Yeah.
which company? Oh, Corendon was it? Corendon asked me to come
Yeah.
for a TV program or something. No, I can't remember very good. No, I needed to cook here. So I asked them, okay, I can come, but only on one reason: if
Yeah.
my wife and my
Kids,
my firstborn can come.
Yeah.
So it was we were here, and then we knew we're gonna get a new one.
Oh. So the second one came in Cuda Dice.
I was like, no, but we did it again.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
did it
yeah,
again.
yeah.
So we have two kids, one boy and one girl.
Oh, nice. So
And,
the boys first.
The boy is first. The boy is 7, and my daughter is gonna be 6 right now.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So there was a very heavy time, but
Yeah.
we did it.
I-
We made it.
I can
We're still
imagine.
here. We still breathe. Yeah, man. No, there's and then the other roller coaster was doing very good as the first Caribbean kitchen in town doing on an
So where was that, in Rotterdam or
yeah,
Amsterdam?
that was in Rotterdam. Yeah,
Okay.
my first restaurant was in Rotterdam. My second one was here in Curaçao. Then in COVID we started.
Yeah.
But we have already Mondi in Amsterdam.
Okay.
No?
Yeah.
No, just Mondi, then Curaçao,
Yeah.
then Skybar, then New West,
Okay.
and right now this one.
Yeah.
So and right now we are building a new one.
Can you mention any of that or not?
Yeah, of course,
not
of
as
course.
yet?
Yeah,
So
it's-
where
it's,
is the new one going to be?
So the new one we're gonna build in Yantil.
Okay.
It's an old place, and we're gonna renovate everything. So we just throw the pool out
Okay.
this week.
So you're also going to put a pool there and everything?
It's gonna be a beach club,
Okay.
a new
nice.
beach club, but an Italian one.
Okay.
So we want to do more concepts, and not only the Caribbean kitchen, but we're gonna do like we're gonna do a Italian kitchen and with a few influences of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have like a jerk chicken pizza,
Oh,
things
interesting.
like that.
Yeah.
But I try to, Italians don't like you to with their kitchen. So
True. True.
So
Justin,
for all
what are you
Italian,
doing?
I really, really like your kitchen. I have a lot of respect for you guys, and I think the fusion is very nice. Like one of my best dishes was a ravioli I made with stoba and truffle
Yeah.
with a parmesan foam. It's like amazing, 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 amazing. So
So can you get that here?
I think in 6 months we have it on the menu over there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
yeah,
that's when
yeah.
I'd be back.
Yeah. So, but that's why I was thinking, I think to because I like the Italian kitchen a lot. It's a very simple simple kitchen, but with nice flavors,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
combine everything so good. And I was thinking, if we put this together,
Yeah,
we have a new explosion.
for sure.
So that's gonna be the Mondi Italian. Yeah.
Well, looking forward
Yeah.
to that, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's continue on that Caribbean trend. How would you say your Caribbean influences has helped to shape your career?
You know what it is? Like I always say, if you look at the Suriname kitchen, in every corner in the Netherlands, you can eat a broodje kip curry or a chasu or, you know, and I like also the kitchen.
Roti.
Yeah, roti, you know,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And a lot of Dutch people, they go a lot to Curaçao,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when I started with this concept, I was like, why not the Caribbean kitchen? What is the problem with the Caribbean kitchen? Does anybody know the Caribbean kitchen?
Yeah.
A lot of people think that the Caribbean kitchen is the truktipan or something like that. But we have so many things in
Yeah.
our kitchen.
Yeah.
We got so many influences around the world because, look, we are on an island. We have Venezuela, we have Colombia, we have Trinidad and Tobago. You guys have the French side. We have the African roots. We have the Indian roots. It's
One
huge fusion.
Yeah.
So our kitchen is very big. We have
Yeah.
Peru on the other side. We have Brazil there. So you have so many influences, and there are so many countries on the Caribbean Sea.
Yeah.
So why not? We can cook everything. We can do so. A lot of techniques comes from the Caribbean. You know, you have French. French is the French way of cooking, and and I don't know if I can say this, but
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. But the French, they did a good work. They put the base from sauces and techniques. They did it.
Yeah.
But if you come on this side of the world,
Yeah.
you will see that we have also a lot of techniques. Stewing, ceviches, you know. We have so many with fish. We do a lot with the
Yeah.
French side. Don't have those. We have more fish than Europe. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
we got so more things that we can do with the sea, and we just throw a line over here and we can just take a tuna
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
make sashimi and we do this and we do that. So we have so many influences. Oh, to come back on your question. Yeah, but that was the reason. We have so many things that we can do, and I never saw the Caribbean kitchen in the Netherlands
Yeah.
on an elevated way. So I started with just cooking 4 or 5 courses, only Caribbean kitchen. To twist our local food to upper scale, you know,
Yeah.
that was my concept. There, where
Yeah.
I started from, and what you see is there like a lot of people. They came once to Curaçao. Their daughter lives in Curaçao. My dad was once in Curaçao, or
yeah.
I grew up in Curaçao, or you know,
Some
I have a
type of
good friend. You know,
connection,
some
yeah.
type of connection with the island, and it was a boom because there's so many people
Yeah.
and that lives in the Netherlands that have a connection with our islands. Not only Curaçao, but St. Martin, Bonaire, Aruba, Saba, St. Eustatius. You know, so. It was also like a time machine for them.
Yeah. I can imagine.
You know, they
'Cause
come.
I remember having like the little mini pastiches and
Yeah,
thing.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like a time machine. And I think that was the greatest success for doing this for people in the Netherlands, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So if we tap into to mentors. So persons that helped you along the
Yeah.
way, persons that you could go to for advice. You actually mentioned your mentor from school earlier,
Yeah.
but let's say in the business aspect of things, in the chef and hospitality aspects, were there any mentors? They don't even have to be, let's say, persons that you really connected to physically. It could also be maybe persons that you followed online
Yeah.
to get the inspiration from and sort of the guidance on how to navigate. Because something like this has never really been done, to my knowledge, of setting up a Caribbean cuisine kitchen in the Netherlands and then eventually bringing it back home as well. So
Yeah, you know, I had a few mentors, and like there was a chef. I used to work for. All my friends worked for him. Like we were working in the spool, you know, in the how do you say that?
Say it in Dutch.
Okay, in the spoelkamer, you know, where you
Oh yeah, yeah,
spool
yeah.
the plates.
The
Dishwasher, yeah.
dishwasher.
I also did that.
Yeah.
So we did like, we used to work there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a guy that I always mention in all my podcasts because this guy, he gives me everything that he could.
Mm-hmm.
All the knowledge. He has a very big restaurant. All my caterings that I had, he was like, take it for free. I really want to see you growing, you know?
Wow.
And if I didn't know something, he always will be there. If I need to call him at 1 o'clock in the evening
Yeah.
or at night or in the morning, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Till today,
Yeah.
when I call him, he was always open for me. And I really need to give him his props and a big thank you to Marcel Beierling from the Machinist in Rotterdam. I don't know how to explain sometimes how thankful I am to this man, to see the potential in me and give me the trust to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Because it's that actually brings me to another question of how important are relationships. So like those business relationships, how important are those for the development?
You know also
of
what it is, like those type of relationships are very important. Connection, networking is the most important thing.
Yeah.
I think, and like a type of guy like this guy, like my dad passed away when I was very young.
Oh shit!
And,
Sorry to hear that.
And I don't know that he was like my figure, but he was helping me with everything, like, you know, like unconditional,
like
you know?
a bit of a dad figure.
Yeah, man, and that was very nice because, you know, I'm a guy from Curaçao, just working in the dishwashing here and try to get my money to live my student life in the Netherlands. You know what I'm saying? And he took us, all of these friends, and we are still good with him. And he just came last summer. He was here also with all of us.
Oh,
and this guy, you know, I'm so thankful for this guy. And for me, like having a good business partner. Like my business partner right now is also a very good mentor. You know, he's the owner of Corendon, and we do a lot of things together.
Yeah.
But like, if you need to look at his journey, it's a crazy journey. It's like from a guy that's selling shawarma in Haarlem owns right now, I don't know, 10 hotels, 50 planes. I don't know what he owns, but like one of the biggest companies in Europe in the airline business.
Yeah.
You know, so everything can start, everything can come if there's consistency, belief, and do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose. What do you have to lose?
Exactly.
My dad always told me there's one thing that you can lose in your life. That's your life.
Yeah.
That's it. And if you lose everything, you start all over again. And if you lose it again, you start all over again. There's gonna come a day that you're not gonna lose again.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep failing until you can't fail no more because then you'll succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I also believe in never quit.
Yeah.
You know,
I see you with the Jordan and the Chicago shirt on.
Yeah.
Representing the six rings.
Yeah, man, bro. Yeah, but that's really my motto. You know, we don't stop. There's no other option.
Yeah, and based on everything that I've seen and heard, I would say that you're definitely living in your purpose. But what do you believe is your purpose on this earth?
This is a very good question because, for me, what's very important and what I want to really give people is like, first of all, love. You know, let's love each other more because give love. If you give, and it doesn't matter what it is, you can receive. You know what I mean? And I think love for me is very important. And try to like help people understand like who the I am, why, because a lot of people are so also the social media and they are so destructive
Yeah.
from the world and who is me, and I think that is one of the biggest issues that we have right now.
True.
And I really try to give them something like be the best of yourself, focus on yourself, do what you like, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you do. If you are the best cleaner, or you're also a millionaire, so it doesn't. Be the best in what you do. That's it. And go for your passion and do what makes you happy, and spend your money if you want. Because when you die, who's going to keep it? The government or your family? And they're going to have also problems about the money that you left. So
True. Yeah.
why, you know?
Live your best life.
Yes, but because it's my ticket. It's not yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, but that's my vision. That's how I live, you know. I do what I want. I try to travel. I love my kids. I love people around me. I try to give a lot of love and helping people around, you know. If I can help you, why not? It doesn't cost me anything. Maybe a little bit time, but
Yeah. Well, I can attest to that, because even how we were managed to get this arranged, if you didn't have that type of mindset, this wouldn't have happened now. So, also
bro.
thanks for that, bro. So let's continue with the advice, and let's go back to 18-year-old Justin.
yeah.
Right. So how old are you now? 30.
34.
34.
Yeah.
Okay,
You?
so if I'm 40, I turned 40 this year.
Damn it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't give you that one. Wow, I thought you was.
The grays are hiding.
I'm
a
gray.
bit.
I'm
Yeah,
gray too,
yeah,
but
yeah.
oh, that the black don't crack, you know.
Black don't
Bang.
So let's tap back to an 18-year-old Justin, and where he was in his mind and his head, with all your experience and knowledge and wisdom today. What advice would you give 18-year-old Justin?
I think how can I explain this good? Care less about other people.
Yeah.
Or no, this
Or
is not.
Is it less
No.
about their opinions, about other people's opinions? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right? Because people always have an opinion
Yeah.
about anything. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what you do, if it's good or bad, or
Yeah.
you know. And a lot of people project their emotions
Yeah.
or their feelings
Their-
to someone else,
Their insecurities onto someone else.
and that's the biggest problem
yeah.
from young people right now. And if I recognize it right now, you know, all over the world, also
Yeah.
the Instagram, the social media, and our time we already had it.
Yeah. But it's a bit worse.
And there's
now.
a lot of people that change their lifestyle because of opinions of their mom, their dad, their family, the family pressures.
Yeah.
And it's not about people. Like the most of the time, the biggest problems come from families.
From close. Yeah.
Yes. You know, like in Curaçao, it's like it's a doctor, lawyer, or that's it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I think that would be my best advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So care. Don't give a
Do what the you want.
about other people's
It's your life.
opinions.
Yeah. Because you know what it is? How many people in the world can tell you the same story and they made it?
Yeah. No.
Do what all of them.
It's always a different version.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always a different version, but I'm a guitarist.
Yeah.
I want to play guitar the whole day. Yeah, but you cannot make money with that. It's not a good day. And right now he's playing for Juan Izquierda. I'm just saying
Yeah,
something. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Oh, that's my son. No, off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I used to tell you every day, Mom, I wanted to play the guitar, I was like, no, go to school. You need to do this. You need to do that. Go to be a lawyer. Be this. Be that. And right now it's my son. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's true. Those are facts. You know.
Yeah. 100%.
So- Start to believe more in yourself and do what the you want. Yeah. Right now, I'm gaming. You know, people are earning.
Crazy
Young
money.
kids
yeah.
are making millions with gaming. Parents live on the kids. You know, like That's true. Nah, stop gaming. And right now, I'm gonna stop gaming. Okay.
Yeah.
Go to work back. Yeah, but this is it, bro.
Yeah.
This is how it
we live
is.
in a whole different world now.
Yeah, there was like a kid, I don't know, like a young lady earning 10 million. She's like 11, 12, a YouTuber. She is a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like my son, he likes fishing, so he also follows a guy on YouTube and well, like millions of views
Wow.
and things. And my son knows everything about fishing and
Yeah.
this and that. And right now he has also a tablet, so it's like, hey, this is my dad. Look at him. He was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I was like, no, I'm an influencer. I was like, okay.
Do you?
Do your thing, bro.
So if we so one of my observations is obviously the fact that you build a business in the Netherlands,
Yeah.
and I don't think that was originally the plan that you had when you went there. So it just kind of evolved, and now you started building businesses back in Curaçao.
Yeah.
So actually, your experience, wisdom, knowledge, etc., you gained overseas, and you've been bringing it back.
Yeah.
So I see it as sort of a blueprint, because there's not many of us that have made that journey. So whether they build businesses overseas
Yeah.
and then start those businesses back here. What has been the biggest challenges in doing that? And what's the secret to make it successful?
Look, the first I see this question and a lot of questions. So
Yeah.
hey, look, I never expected that I will be back so soon.
Yeah.
So that's again life.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because opportunities comes.
Yeah.
And they come sometimes one time.
Yep.
And when it comes, you need to take them.
You only get one shot. You'll get multiple shots, but that one
Sometimes
shot at that opportunity.
You need to do it.
Yeah.
So, and I took it. But I'm always I take shots.
Yeah.
And if it goes, it goes. If it don't goes,
Yeah.
let's go. We go further.
Yeah.
That's how we do.
Coming
So
back to Dad's advice, you can only lose one thing, and that's life. So
it, go.
go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the opportunity came to do it here, and there was a lot of obstacles, and a lot of
Politics.
a lot of things. But I really want to thank Mariska and Kiana, like they're my partners. We did it all together. You know what I mean? And when you are a proper team and we trust each other in our blueprint.
A bit more in the mic.
Like you have, like Kiana and Mariska, we did this all together. We are a very nice team, and we have so many trust in each other, so we can build on each other. So
Yeah.
if you can do this together, you can walk this. So this is also, I think, my advantage.
Yeah.
That the team is solid.
Yeah.
We can go through everything. So if tomorrow you call me, hey, we have something in Dubai and we have enough to go, we go.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So there was, I don't know why, there was not like obstacles, like things, I don't know if I can name them obstacles. Of course there are things that will always challenges, more
Yeah.
challenges.
Yeah, challenges. Yeah.
Like there's no problem, it's always a challenge.
Yeah.
Because you need to, if you cannot think in solutions,
Yeah.
then you stop again.
Yeah.
Stop
then,
it.
Then you shouldn't be in business.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things that happen here, but we are still here and we are open. So
Yeah.
there was a solution for every problem that came.
Yeah.
So that's it. For everything that comes, is a solution.
Yeah. For every challenge, there's a solution to be found.
For everything that comes, doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is. And if it's big or small, or also if it's a big problem,
Yeah.
we make it a small problem.
Nice,
Right?
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Justin, I would like to thank you very, very much for your time, taking the time out.
So it was a very fast podcast.
Yeah. Well, we trying to keep it within within the time frame, and I know that everything is starting to get busy, and you got to be managing an event tonight and everything. So
no worries.
We're gonna.
But I think this is a nice podcast because you see people walking, you see a little bit background in the music, or music in the background. It was a very busy day for me also today, but I really want to thank you.
The cocktail hitting a little bit.
I didn't only one shot, one slok.
Okay. Let's do at least one.
Pros, bro. I really want to thank you for everything. I think it really was a nice podcast. Thank you for your time.
Thank you
for being here. You ate yesterday a burger. Was it good?
It was good. It was douchey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to eat something?
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to fix something for you,
All
okay?
Right. Awesome.
Whenever next time you're here in Curaçao, you're always welcome. Everybody that's looking at the podcast, come to Mondi Beach Club.
So where can they find you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, look here. We're going to put the link here, you know. You can find us here. I'm going to send you all the information. Everybody is welcome. Mondi Beach Club, Curaçao, Patres Eeuwersweg. We're going to put all the information down here.
And for those in Holland, there's multiple restaurants that they can also visit.
In Holland, you can go to Amsterdam South, New West, or Skybar. You guys are more than welcome. Follow us, Mondi Amsterdam. Follow Mondi Caribbean. Follow Justin Niessen for all the nice events.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.